Hey folks, in this video, let's talk about the gains India has made in moving towards a more equal society. I get the sense the general belief about Indian policy making is that it leads to a widening of income and wealth inequality. There is a lot of corruption, crony capitalism involving big business houses like Ambani's and Adani's, for example, which may be true to some extent. Not that long back, a French economist, Piketty, remarked that the contemporary India is more unequal than even during the colonial era under British rule. What he was saying in simple terms, in India, a very few people at the top own a ton of wealth, make a ton of money, while the rest are falling behind. But a recent report by the World Bank tells a different story. World Bank came out with its Spring 2025 Poverty and Equity Brief. A Gini index, or rather updated Gini index for over 150 nations was revealed in that report. According to India's Gini index, it turns out India is the world's fourth most equal society. Honestly, it came as a surprise to me as well. This ORF article shed some more light on the World Bank's report. It first explained what exactly a Gini index is. Gini index of a nation can range between 0 and 100. The value itself reveals the distribution of household income or consumption in that economy. If the Gini index is 0, then almost all the households in that nation make the same amount of money. It is a perfectly equal society. You, your friends, your neighbors, relatives, everyone makes the same amount of money. On the other hand, if the Gini index of a nation is 100, only one household in that nation makes all the available money. It is a perfectly unequal society. This is how nations are categorized or classified based on their Gini index. In this World Bank report, the lowest Gini index is 24.1 for Slovak Republic and the highest Gini index is 63 for South Africa. So Slovak Republic is the most equal nation according to this World Bank report, whereas South Africa is the most unequal nation. I was expecting India to be in a highly unequal tier, but with a Gini index of 25.5, India landed in a moderately low inequality tier, the world's fourth most equal nation. Half a point less, and India may have landed in the top tier among the most equal nations. Anyways, India shares this tier, a moderately low inequality tier, with nations like Norway, Finland, and Denmark. These nations are usually in the news for the right reasons. So, if your name is being taken in the same breath as with these countries, you are doing something good. This tier also includes nations like Poland, a new economic star of Europe, and the United Arab Emirates, the nation that attracts a lot of wealthy individuals. India beats all of them in Gini index. In the next year, there are 9 G20 members with notable mentions such as Sweden, Japan, China, and Switzerland. India is doing better than all these as far as income inequality or income equality is concerned. In the highly unequal tier, we have nations like Turkey and the United States. The US has gotten progressively worse from 1980 to 2022. A continued policy in the United States of cutting taxes for over 2 decades is not helping fix the inequality problem. And in the last year, we have nations like Brazil and South Africa. So, at a global level, India is not doing so bad. In fact, India has improved its Gini index between 2011 and 2022. Now, experts credit this progress in reducing inequality to a sustained focus on reducing poverty and to various government schemes like PMJDY, which brought over 55 crore Indians into the formal banking system. Aadhaar, which is the backbone of India's digital infrastructure, the Aadhaar card has been issued to over 142 crore Indians. I live outside India, but even I have one. Aadhaar card and a linked bank account to that Aadhaar card enables direct benefit transfer or DBT to the deserving beneficiary without a middleman. As a result, DBT has saved taxpayers over $40 billion in leakages in welfare distribution so far. Then the Ayushman Bharat scheme provides health cover up to 5 lakh rupees per family per year. Over 41 crore Ayushman cards have been issued as of mid 2025. A cover of 5 lakh rupees may not sound like much for a middle class individual, but for a vast majority of Indians, one medical setback can bankrupt them. So, any help is welcome. This scheme is supported by a network of more than 32,000 hospitals. You can criticize the quality of medical care that is being provided through such schemes, but something is better than nothing. Having said all that, India needs to ensure not to redistribute wealth to such an extent that it removes all incentives for risk takers to start businesses where most of the value creation or wealth creation happens. I hope you found this analysis interesting. I'll speak with you again next week. Until then, take care.